The city of Cincinnati is known for great music, theater, and career opportunities. The growing city has a notorious nightlife and many attractions, but as the city grows, so does its problems. Cincinnati traffic has increased air pollution in the city, trash has piled up in the neighborhoods, and the Ohio River has ranked as one of the most polluted rivers. Why is this happening? What can be done? Cincinnati has always had a history of air pollution. With a growing industry and the world wars, pollution in the air was a constant. This started to change with smoke ordinances being passed in the early 1900s all the way up to the 50s, limiting the amount of exhaust being released by cars. Also, the Clean Air Act of 1963 gave millions of dollars to state agencies for air pollution control. This limited the air pollution in Cincinnati, but more issues began to arise. In the late 70s, an energy crisis allowed equipment meant for air pollution control to shut off. Today, the growing population of the city means more and more cars are being used. Trash back in the day would mostly get incinerated. After the incinerators were forced to shut down, all the garbage was brought to landfills. Now the trash has piled up in the streets and parks. Kelly Hibbett, who has lived in Cincinnati for 2 decades, says in the past 3 years, litter has grown exponentially as a problem. And Cincinnati council member Liz Keating says 70% of the complaints the city receives have to do with litter and illegal dumping. The Ohio River has an extensive history with pollution. 50 years ago, it had few regulations. Garbage and pollution from industry filled the Ohio River. Changes have been made since then with water treatment plants, but according to the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency, the Ohio River still remains the country's most polluted river. It has suffered from the effects of a 300 million gallon coal slurry, which has forever damaged the water quality and ecosystem of the river. This problem has not been addressed effectively due to mismanagement and political corruption. If these problems persist, we can see a multitude of health problems in the citizens of Cincinnati. We could see an increase of asthma and cardiovascular disease, an increase of cancer, low birth weight, and premature deaths will also happen. In general, we will see Cincinnati ravaged by more illness. There are solutions to the problem that we have created. The city's government policy is changing to create a cleaner landscape for citizens. Future plans include 100% green energy through utility aggregation, waste reduction and landfill diversion, and commercial energy consumption reductions. As advised by the Office of Environment and Sustainability of the City of Cincinnati, there are things everyday citizens can do. One can volunteer to pick up garbage around their street or neighborhood. You can also use your car less and utilize the city's public transportation options. And most importantly, you can use your vote to elect those who care to fix Cincinnati's problem with pollution. Cincinnati's problem with pollution is a big one, but not an impossible one. With the help of others, Cincinnati's problem with pollution can be solved.